Hey there, junk removal business owners. This is Daniel from Top Dog Digital. And right now, in this short little video, we're going to talk about some of the key elements that you need to have on your website in order for you to generate a lot more organic traffic to your website for free. Who doesn't like free jobs, right? So, right here, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you some results. So, we have junk removal in Arlington, Texas. We have number one right here. So, this is our client. Garage cleanout, we have number two right here in Arlington, Texas. Appliance removal, we have this snippet from What 800 Got Junk, but this is very recent. As you can see, we have number one here in the map pack as well. So there's different algorithms at play for this particular area, right? From 1, 2, 3 and these. So we're going to talk about some of the things that kind of move the needle into both, but this is going to be a short, sweet little video, kind of to the point. So from here, what we're going to do is we need to go ahead and give Google what it wants. When we think about a website, we look at it like this, right? So you can see a website, you can see all the images, you can see kind of things are moving, et cetera, but Google doesn't see it that way. So what we need to do is we need to provide Google the best possible way for Google bots to kind of read what's going on the website and to make an informed judgment as to where to rank this website and where to put it, right? So everything we talk about here is on-site SEO. So we're going to start off with the title tag. As you can see right here at the top, what it says is junk removal in Arlington, Texas, Texas top hauling in junk removal. So essentially what we did is we put on the main keyword that we're trying to rank for. As you can see, we successfully did that. And after that, only after that, we put the business name. So we're trying to give Google, this is important, right? We're trying to tell Google, hey, this first part is very important. The other part is important too, but this is what we're trying to show, right? Google. The other thing would be the site icon. Not a lot of people have that. Well, people have that, but I've seen a lot of websites that just don't have that. So if you don't, just get it, grab a site icon, go ahead and create one. If you have a WordPress website, it's not going to be a real problem. Junk removal in Arlington, Texas. As you can see right here, this is the first thing that people see. As you can see, this is the first kind of screen that people see when, and Google as well, when they jump onto here. And this is called the H1. So the H1 is the heading 1. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go ahead, provide Google with the title tag that we are trying to rank for. This title tag, the first one, right? Junk removal in Arlington, Texas. And from here, we go ahead and we do the same thing in the H1. So this is in H1, heading 1. And from there, there's obviously H2s, right? So H2, and then there's other H2s. And there it goes in a kind of hierarchy right there. H1 is going to be 1, 2, 3, right? 4. And each supporting headline is providing some context in terms of what it's describing. So we're not going to really get into writing SEO content and stuff like that. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to give Google kind of important signals. Okay, so if you can think about it like that, we're trying to give Google, hey, this is the main keyword we're trying to go for. And we also show our customers that we do junk removal in Arlington, Texas. What I would suggest you to do is not to put Josh's junk removal and leave it as that. Okay, so or Drake's or whatever, just don't do that because your brand is not that familiar, right? Most of your websites are not that familiar to Google. So we are going after people that want a specific service. So this is what we're doing. We're giving them kind of the old information upfront. Hey, this is what we do. Hey, Google, this is what we do. Okay. So we do junk removal in Arlington, Texas. Just make sure to have the title tag and the H1 there. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do, we can list out some of this stuff right here, right? So some people read this. It's important for them to have full service junk removal, free estimates, right? Licensed and insured, all this jazz, right? You can go ahead and kind of features and benefits. And the call to action right here. See, call to action, book a pickup. It straight goes to the contact us page, right? And they can go ahead and fill a form. They have the map right here. They have the socials. They have everything they need and can give you a call as well. What these guys wanted here, as you can see, if we click on inspect here, this is how the website looks like on a mobile device. You can see they wanted the phone number here on the right here, as well as on the header. So they have one phone number here, one phone number on the right bottom corner. So That's really, really, really important. Here we have the phone number as well. We have availability. We have the social links. Everything is kind of coherent in one package that even if somebody just lands on this page, it's okay. They can go ahead and find their way around and get to exactly where they need to go, right? We're providing junk removal services. We're not, they can understand it. What we're trying to do for Google is we're trying to expand on that, right? So another thing that really, really important to keep in mind is the menu, to have all the possible pages that we can have of the services that we provide. I've seen a lot of people just go ahead and do what we take, and they just list it out like this, right? We do yard waste removal, we do appliance removal, mattress removal, furniture removal, and that's it. They just list it out without any links, not creating any pages. And that's kind of half-assing it, honestly. Just going in and creating a page that will link from as you can see, we have the before and after here. Going and creating a page that will link from these boxes, right? And from the menu to a specific page. So here's a hot tub removal page, for instance. So we created some content right here. As you can see, we wrote some content. Our writers wrote some content, and they figured out which ones, which H2s are the best, right, to go ahead and use. Obviously, this changes with time as more competition comes in, and this would be need to be rewritten. And that's why SEO is so important, because we go ahead and we update everything on the site without you having to worry about it. Because some people will go ahead and create a better hot tub removals page in Arlington, Texas, right? And they might steal these guys' cookie, right? So we need to go ahead and always keep updating this. We have to always keep updating, always keep things fresh, always do all of this stuff. That's why SEO is so, so important, right? From there, what we need to go ahead and do is we need to provide some content. So as you can see, we have content, and it's kind of us going in and talking about the business. Don't copy and paste content. Actually create your own with your own unique style and your own unique feel. And what we need to go ahead and do is to have interlinks. You see these? So these are links, just like Wikipedia, right? When you go to Wikipedia, you can click on a link. Same goes here. We go ahead and we interlink different pages that we created. So that don't have to be in a cluster like this, but they can be similar to this. And you can go ahead and see Junk King. They are doing a fantastic job of this. One of the bigger reasons that they're ranking so well is because they do it. Another thing, as you can see, here's the content, and we have air conditioners, and they go in and they have a full page for air conditioners. Here's an interlink. They go back to junk removal, right? And here's a recycling junk. Look how much content these guys have, right? And it's opening up a page right here. They're not only linking to their own site, they're also linking to different other sites, right? So you don't have to do all of this stuff, right? These guys are a national brand. Unless you want to go and compete against these guys, that's something that you will need to do. But as you can see right here, we have a bunch of interlinks. So Junk King, Dallas, Mid Cities. These guys, by the way, it's kind of changes. The link changes based on where I search from. So it's pretty neat, but it doesn't have to concern you. Another thing that I would suggest to do, given Google situations and Google's love for itself. So as you can see, click here to leave us a review on Google, and we went ahead and embedded this map. And the way you do that, you go to Texas Stuff, right? You go to your GMB, GPB, whatever they called it right now, share, embed a map, and copy HTML. Okay, so 135 reviews they have, and you can go ahead and embed it into your pages. Now, the thing that I would suggest to do is to create a button like this. Click here to leave us a review, and that way it's going to open up a button, and that way you can get reviews. Very, 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 very important to get more reviews. Another thing that I would suggest, as you can see right here, we also create a little piece of content, and it's linking out to all these other pages. And right here, we have reviews that are kind of nicely designed, right? So these are not really for Google, but more for your customers to kind of see instead of just looking right here. We have one Yelp review here as well. So that's That's pretty much kind of off the top of my head some of the things that you can do, and these things are universal, right? If you take a look right here, Iowa City junk removal, as you can see, number one right here. They're not here, but they're number one right here. And this kind of ties to the point of what I talked about before of there's two algorithms at play here, right? But they kind of work, some of them, some of the stuff works the same. So as you can see, Iowa City junk removal in Iowa City serving, and this particular client wanted to go ahead and add all of this there. So what we take, look how many pages these guys have, services, service areas, look how many pages are happening right here, right? So, and how much content is being written here as well. So all of this is really, really beneficial in terms of adding in additional content for Google to crawl. And when I'm saying crawl, what I mean here, you see the same kind of trust factors are happening here, right? We have the socials, we have all of this, we have a little excerpt, we have all rights reserved. And when I'm saying to crawl, again, I mean view page source. This is how Google is seeing our website. So we need to give it more information. I'm not saying to just spew, information on a page and just write nonsense, but it has to be good quality information that helps customers understand what your business is about and what you do and how you can help them. Okay. And also, we are not only doing this for the customer, we also do it for Google. Because honestly, if we think about it right now, right, if we only were doing it for the customer, this whole work, right, we would just put in, yeah, we do hot tub removal. We shouldn't have, we won't have needed to create, I don't know how to phrase it, a page specifically for hot tub removal and create a bunch of content for it, right? We don't need to go ahead and create furniture removal. If I meet you in person, I tell you I do furniture removal, you'll understand what I mean. But all of this is done in order for us to reach these coveted first spots, second spots, third spots, right? For us to get the free traffic. Because to pay for every click right here, it's going to add up, right? And I'm not saying that Google ads don't work, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be doing that, but the holy grail would be to get free traffic to your website, people calling you on a daily basis, and you closing jobs for free instead of paying Google. So it's kind of cutting into your margins when you start paying a third party for the jobs that you get. Wouldn't you agree? So that's pretty much it. I hope I provided some value your way. I hope you understood a few things, and go ahead and take action on this information. This is not a flip a switch and something's going to happen, but when you put these things into action and they start working and you start, gathering some steam, this can really, really, really explode your business. These guys are still getting from this website, right? These guys are getting jobs 150 miles out. So I'm not saying they're going to go 150 miles out, but this is what this website did for them. These guys are getting a lot of, I don't even remember, 400 or something like that in the last year, even more. Just form submits right here, people that submitted the form. We don't have access to this phone number, so we don't know how many people called, but it's a bunch, right? That's just a bunch. And that's all because it was set up in the right way. So take note of this stuff. Rewatch this video if you need to, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for your attention, and have a good one. Bye.